Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing well. We're going to talk about character dining, so let's break it down. So character dining, it can be part of the Disney dining plan, and we have been doing a few videos about dining around Walt Disney World. This is because the Disney dining plan has returned to UK residents. If you stay at a Disney resort, you can get some free dining experiences. If you stay at a value resort, you get a quick service meal for every night of your stay. If you stay at a moderate resort, you get 2 quick service meals every night of your stay, as well as a snack and a refillable mug. If you stay at a deluxe resort, you get a table service meal, a quick service meal, a snack for every night of your stay, and the refillable mug. And it doesn't matter which resort you stay at, you can upgrade. So if you do go to a moderate resort and you do want these table experiences that we're going to talk about today, you can upgrade your Disney dining plan to include table credits. As I'm going to talk about credits as well later in the video, you get a credit for every night of your stay when you first come to on your first day, and you can use them up for however you want throughout your stay. So it might be that you might not be in Disney World for one of your days or 2 of your days. You might go and explore other parks, other things that Orlando have to offer. And if that's the case, you can then put your table credits together for a 2 credit table service. And we're going to talk about some that you can choose to do that with today. But let's get into it. Let's start off with 1900 Park Fare, which is at the Grand Floridian. It offers breakfast and dinner and is a buffet option. So I've talked about this in my last video. It offers for breakfast the usual sort of things that you'd expect: sausage, bacon, eggs, potato hash, them sort of things. For dinner, it has prime rib, salmon, gumbo, chicken and veg. And the important part that we're doing about the video is the characters that you will meet. Now, Disney stay vague about meeting their characters because they are subject to change, sort of thing. It might be that someone's ill, so therefore that character cannot attend, but you'll meet a range of those types of characters. So 1900 Park Fare on their website is a bit different because it does actually list Aladdin, Cinderella, Marabella and Tiana. So it is a bit different that they list them like that. So the likelihood is that you'll meet them, but they're not guaranteed. It might be that you might have the fairy godmother instead, who has something to do with wishes, or someone else that the genie might pop up instead. So you're never 100% sure which characters you're going to meet, but you get an idea of who it might be. Next up is Akershus Royal Banquet Hall. This is breakfast, lunch and dinner, and this is in Epcot. Now here we're going to start talking about the credit. 1900 Park Fare was a 1 credit experience, and Akershus is slightly different. If you go for a breakfast choice, it will be 1 credit. If you go for a lunch or dinner, it will be 2 credits. So depending on when you go to the restaurant, depends on how many credits you'll end up using. So like I said, you might not do a table service for one of your days, therefore you get 2 credits and you can use them both together. So Akershus offers Norway sort of style cuisine. And it's family style, so they bring them out on the big plates, put them in the middle of the table, and you help yourself to what you want. So for breakfast, you'll be getting pastries, fruit, potato, eggs, bacon, sausage and waffles. For your lunch and dinner, you're going to be having bread, cheese, salad, meatballs, mashed potato, salmon, veg and mac and cheese. Okay, so depending on when you go, depends on how many credits you use. If you go for breakfast, it's 1 credit. If it's lunch and dinner, you use 2 credits. Now, who are you going to meet at this? Now, the way that they describe it is Disney princesses. This is a princess royal affair, and you'll be meeting princesses. So that could be anyone from Belle, Ariel, it can be Snow White, Cinderella. Those are the 4 that we've met at this experience before. You can also meet Rapunzel. You can meet Tiana. Those are other people, those official Disney princesses. So they might be a variety. It keeps it vague on the website for a particular reason, and you might meet any of the Disney princesses. So this is one of those experiences that if your children, if your family want to meet Disney princesses, this is a great choice. Next up is Cape May Cafe. This offers only breakfast and is 1 credit and is at the Beach Club Resort. So this is just outside of Epcot. This offers a buffet and can include salted caramel beach buns, fruit, oatmeal, eggs, bacon, sausage, omelette, waffles and pancakes. And the characters that you're going to meet here is called Minnie and Friends in their beach outfits. So Minnie and Friends in my mind is like the gang. So Minnie, Mickey, Donald, Daisy, it might be Goofy, might be Pluto, might be Chip and Dale. It's going to be a range of those types of characters. Chef Mickey's is in the Contemporary Resort and offers breakfast and dinner and is also 1 credit. So for breakfast you're going to get the same sort of thing: waffles, French toast, pancakes, beef hash, charcuterie boards, fruit, ham, peppers and onions, steak and eggs and omelette. And for dinner you're going to have fettuccine, salad, scampi, carving station, steak and turkey, stir fry and mac and cheese. And this one is a famous location. This one has a lot of photos. This is the one where Mickey and his friends are going to be in their chef's outfit. So this is Chef's Mickey. You'll see it on the monorail. You go past it if you're going to Magic Kingdom on the monorail, and you can see Mickey and his friends in chef's outfits. So again, if your family wants to meet Mickey and the gang, this is going to be a good choice for you, but I'll break it down at the end of the video as well. Next up we have got Cinderella's Royal Table. This is available for breakfast, lunch and dinner and is actually 2 credits. It's in the Magic Kingdom and it's actually inside the castle. This is a table service, so I was trying to read how breakfast is done. I'm not 100% sure, but the way it looks to me is that you order and it gets brought up to your table. So for breakfast you'd have a traditional breakfast choice, or shrimp or grits, or tenderloin and eggs, or you can choose the banana stuffed French toast. So for lunch and dinner is a 3-course set menu, so you can choose your starter, which is usually soup, salad, beef or shrimp. You've got your main menus: lamb, filet mignon, crab catch of the day, chicken, roasted cauliflower, and then your dessert, which is like a chocolate tart or a raspberry meringue or a berry mousse. So it's a fixed menu. It's inside the castle. It is 2 credits, so it's one of the more expensive choices. You'll lose a table service from another day if you choose to do this, but it is about location, and this is again described as a princess affair. So the likelihood is that you'll meet princesses, but it also might be that you're meeting Cinderella characters. So fairy godmother, Cinderella, Prince Charming may turn up, or if they're not available, it might be other princesses. So again, if your family is wanting to meet princesses, this is a really good choice. If you've got a huge Cinderella fan, this is probably going to be the one that you're going to want to aim for. Next up is another Magic Kingdom. It's not too far. It's just over the hub, and it's Crystal Palace. This is breakfast, lunch and dinner, and this is 1 credit. This is a buffet option, and it offers breakfast, lunch and dinner. As I said, for breakfast you're going to get your sort of normal choices: fruit, yogurts, oatmeal, bacon, cereal, eggs, pastries, them sort of things. And then for lunch and dinner you're going to have salads, pastas, fried chicken, mash, veg, beef, shrimp. So it's going to be a good choice for you. And this one is the characters that you're going to meet is Winnie the Pooh and friends. Usually, from what I've seen, it's Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, Tigger and Piglet, and this is the only restaurant where you can actually meet Winnie the Pooh and friends. So if you have got someone who does want to meet Winnie the Pooh and is a big Winnie the Pooh fan, this is definitely the choice for you. And it's just to be aware that this is the only restaurant that does offer it. Next up, Garden Grill. This also offers breakfast, lunch and dinner, and also is 1 credit. This is in Epcot near Soarin' in the Land Pavilion, and this is family style. So again, it's bringing the food to the table and you help yourself off the serving plate. For breakfast, they offer pastries, waffles, fruit, grilled steak, bacon, eggs, and potatoes. And then for lunch and dinner is cornbread, garden salad, veg, grilled steak, turkey, mash, and mac and cheese. So the characters that is described that you can meet here is Chip and Dale and friends. And from what I can see, the most common combination is Chip and Dale, Mickey, and Pluto. Again, characters can change, characters can vary depending on what is going on. We're going over to Hollywood Studios for Hollywood and Vine. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and is 1 credit. This offers 2 different character experiences. So for breakfast, you'll meet 1 lot of characters, and then for lunch and dinner, you meet a different lot of characters. This is a buffet option, and for breakfast, you're going to have pastries, waffles, French toast, bacon, sausage, potatoes, eggs, omelette, and pretty much everything else that you sort of want at breakfast. And the characters that you meet at breakfast are the Disney Junior friends. So I think it's Vampira and Doc McStuffing and other ones that you're going to see in the animated courtyard. You're also going to meet them at the Disney Junior dance. For lunch and dinner, you can have a choice of bread, salad, shrimp, sprouts, turkey, salmon, chicken, pork, and pasta. And the characters you're going to meet are called, it says Minnie and Friends, so again you'd expect the gang, so Minnie, Mickey, Goofy, and Donald I think is the common occurrence I see, but you might have Daisy included in that. You might also see Pluto, so it is going to be one of those like groups, maybe Chip and Dale. We're now going to move over to the Polynesian Resort for Ohana, where it is a breakfast option and it is 1 credit. This is family style, so it comes on a serving plate and you help yourself from the plate. And this includes fruits, pineapple and coconut bread, eggs, sausage, ham, potatoes, and waffles. And this has unique characters. It's Lilo and Stitch and friends. So again, this restaurant is the only place where you can meet Lilo and Stitch at a character dining location. And friends usually includes Mickey and maybe 1 other of the gang from what I can see and the research that I've done from what other people have seen. So again, this is where they keep it vague so that just in case stuff happens and you might not have the certain characters that might be advertised. Next up is a restaurant that I've not actually spoken about. It's called Ravello. It offers a breakfast dining character dining experience, and it's not part of the Disney dining plan, which is why I've not spoken about it before. This is available at the Four Seasons restaurant and is sort of like a buffet choice or a table service. So you're going to have either choose to have the buffet or you can choose to have a set dish and have that brought to you. So some of the set dishes that are available include Egg Benedict, omelettes, pancakes, chicken and waffles, French toast, oatmeal, fruit, avocado toast, and salmon. And unfortunately, I couldn't find what the buffet options do offer, but I presume it's going to be a mixture of what that is. So it's going to be a breakfast choice. So again, the usual breakfast options of bacon, sausage, eggs, sort of thing. The characters that you're meant to experience here is advertised as Goofy and Friends, so I would think that that is the Fab Five: Goofy, Mickey, Donald, Minnie, Daisy, maybe. I'm not too sure. I think they keep it vague because it depends on who is available at the time. Next up, we're going to talk about one of the dining locations that's got one of the longest names, Storybook Dining at Artist Point with Snow White. This is only available for dinner and is 2 credits if you are using the Disney dining plan. This is at Wilderness Resort and has a fixed price, fixed menu. So you choose your starter, your main, and your dessert. So for your starter, you can choose like a mushroom bisque, hunter's pie, or a shrimp cocktail. For your main, you're going to choose beef stroganoff, prime rib, pork shank, leek and gnocchi, chicken, chicken, and fish. And then for dessert, you've got cookies and cream, panna cotta, meringue and gooseberry, and a dark chocolate apple mousse. The characters, as it says in the title, is Snow White, so it's going to be meeting Snow White, the Evil Queen, Grumpy, and Dopey. These are the only dining locations that you can meet the Evil Queen, Dopey and Grumpy. So again, if you've got a Snow White fan, you're going to probably want to go to this location, and like I say, it is a 2 credit. So if you've eaten elsewhere in Orlando on one of your days, you're going to have a table service credit available for it. Next, we're going to talk about Topolino's Terrace flavors of Riviera. So again, another long titled restaurant, but not as long as the previous one. This is only available for breakfast and is 1 credit, and is at the Riviera Resort. This is sort of like a table service where you choose your meal and it's brought to you, so you can choose from like avocado toast, eggs, waffles, salmon, steak and eggs, bread pudding brulee. So again, you're going to get those choices and they get brought to you, and it's cooked to order. The characters available here are Mickey and friends in their artistic gear. So they're going to have like they're each going to represent sort of like a different artistic form. Might be painting, pottery, dancing, and it's going to just be them in different costumes. So again, it's Mickey and friends. So I think the most common variation I see of this is Mickey, Minnie, and Daisy and Donald. But again, it might vary, it might change. So you're never 100% sure. And then finally, we've got Tusker House. This is available for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and is 1 credit and is in Animal Kingdom. This is a buffet restaurant, so for breakfast you can have pastries, waffles, oats, fruit, yogurt, sausage, bacon, ham, and for your lunch and dinner you're going to have a bit more of like an African inspired plus American sort of choices: bread and dip, salad, chicken, pork, shrimp, beef, cauliflower curry, couscous, veg, cupcakes and cookies. And the characters that is advertised is Donald and friends, and they're going to be in safari gear. So it's going to be like, I think when we've been here, we've met Donald, Daisy, Mickey and Goofy, all in their sort of like safari gear. So to sum up, there is a few things to be aware. There are certain characters that are only available for character dining at 1 location, such as Lilo and Stitch. You can only do character dining with them at Ohana. You can only do Winnie the Pooh and Friends character dining at Crystal Palace, and you can only meet the Evil Queen, Grumpy and Dopey as part of character dining at Wilderness Resort, the Storybook really long titled restaurant. If you are wanting to meet princesses, I think my choice would be to go to Epcot and go to Akershus. It is guaranteed to meet a mixture of different princesses, but if you have got a Cinderella fan or a Snow White fan, then Cinderella's Royal Table and Storybook Dining with Snow White are 2 good choices. I also think if you're wanting to meet Mickey and the gang, there are some really good choices at the resorts. Chef Mickey's, Topolino Terrace, they're really good choices. But if you are going to want to meet the princesses, if you're wanting to meet Winnie the Pooh and friends, if you want to meet Mickey and the gang, I recommend going for a breakfast option at their locations, because you'll be allowed slightly early access. So if you get one of the first table dining locations, you'd be allowed into the park earlier before other people. So if you're wanting to meet Winnie the Pooh and friends, book one of the early time slots for breakfast, meet Winnie the Pooh. You're also going to be having an empty park while you're walking to your reservation. We did this with Akershus in Epcot. We got a very early breakfast one before the park had even opened, and I was able to walk through from the front of the park through to Norway, no crowds, and get some fantastic photos, and it was just brilliant to look and wonderful experience. I would also do this with Tusker House. If you're wanting to meet Mickey and friends, you'll probably meet Donald, Mickey, Daisy at this location, and again it offers breakfast choices, so it might let you into the park slightly earlier than other crowds. Research it, have a look into what characters you're wanting to do. I presume you're researching it because you're watching this video. Look at what time slots are available for when you are traveling. Make sure you book your reservation if you are wanting to do character dining. That is a big must. When that reservation window opens, book your time slot, book what you want, and get these character dinings. They are popular. It is a great way to meet the characters. You get a very up close and personal interaction with them at your table, so it is a fantastic opportunity to meet the characters. Hopefully that has helped a bit. If you have any questions, if you've got anything, write them in the comments below or message me on Instagram. That's the one I use more than anything. If you have any questions and want me to clarify anything as part of the character dining, then let me know. I'm more than happy to help. Like, share, subscribe, comment who's your favourite character to meet at character dining in the comments below. Thanks for getting this far to the video, and I will see you real soon.